Kellyanne Conway is counselor to President-elect Trump and his former campaign manager. Welcome to the program.
Thank you, Charlie.
Can you tell us all of the reports that the intelligence agencies talked and delivered to the president and to the president-elect? Did he see the appendix? Did he read it? And has he reacted to it?
I can't comment on that because it's an intelligence briefing, and I myself have a top secret clearance that is pending, so I was not part of that. I will tell you, if you're referring to a two-page appendix that people are talking about in the media that was somehow meant to tip him off at a 35-page unsubstantiated report from the internet, which is not a report from the intelligence community, then I would just say that's not even fake news, it's just fake.
So you are saying that everything that's in that appendix is wrong and fake?
No, what I'm saying is that 35-page report has clearly come from the internet. It's rife with misspellings, it's uncorroborated, it's unsubstantiated. And I was very heartened last night, Charlie, to see so many journalists, even those who were actively against Donald Trump all through the campaign, really pushing back on the publication of this type of information when we just can't conflate to the American people that this is actually intelligence information. We know people were chasing these rumors for months and couldn't come up with any verification. I mean, do you know innocent people were dragged through the mud in this 35-page non-report report last night? One of my colleagues, someone at the Trump Corporation, it said he was in Prague. He's never been to Prague. He was not out of the country at all during the time period alleged, and he's never been to Russia.
Is President-elect Trump saying that he never read this addendum to the report?
He has not said that. What I'm saying is that we're talking about that this morning because, in addition, you have some news sources going over, I think, really violating basic journalistic standards.
Agreed.
And thank you for agreeing, and thanks to CBS for agreeing, frankly. Going ahead and releasing 35 pages of something that reads like a grade B spy novel is certainly not an intelligence.
But these are two different things. Did he read the report that was given to him?
I can't comment on that because the fact is it's classified, and he had an intelligence briefing where
you can't comment on whether he read it or not.
But he reads anything that's given to him. I can tell you that. But
so therefore, he has read it. Then, if he reads anything that was given to him, then he's read it.
But Charlie, let's not confuse the viewers today that anything in those 35 pages that is meant to refer to the two-page addendum that Nora is mentioning. It's a very important point because so much gets lost in our soundbite-ridden society where people they're not talking about facts and figures in this report. They're talking about rumors and unsubstantiated information that we have been able to debunk at the very basic level.
Well, he is having his news conference today, Kellyanne.
Yes, and he can be asked about this.
And I was going to say, he tweeted last night, fake news, a total political witch hunt. Will he address this today?
He will. He will address this today. We expect to address this today. And I expect, Gail, that members of the media will ask follow-up questions about it. It really is. But the timing here smells to high heaven, too. Here we are announcing his first press conference as president-elect. The Russian hacking issue is fading out of view in the news. Why? Because the smoking gun that was promised, that somehow there was a nexus between that and the election
But you
results.
have acknowledged that it's been around for a while, and people have called up to try to confirm it.
And we're unable to, and failed.
Can we clear up one more thing before you go about this report? Because Senator Coons says this. If there's cooperation or collision between Trump's campaign and the Russians, it would be a bombshell. Can you say that nobody from the Trump campaign had any involvement with the Russians before, during, or after the campaign?
Yes, I can. As campaign manager, when I took over in August, I was talking to people in Michigan, not people in Moscow, and that's how we won this election. I really don't like a United States senator saying things like that when he says if, and it would be a bombshell, and it would be investigated. It's just, it's very dangerous rhetoric, particularly at a time when responsible print and electronic outlets were chasing this story and came up empty-handed, Gail, and decided not to pursue it. Harry Reid intimated this. He made an intimation to this report on October 30th. And it didn't go anywhere because people couldn't verify it.
And the Wall Street Journal twice in its lead story suggests that this dossier could be used to blackmail Mr. Trump.
Well, not if anything in there is not true. And that's why last night, those of us who were with the president-elect discussing this, he made the decision to tweet out fake news, political witch hunt. I would go a step further and say it's not just fake news, it's just fake.
Okay, so you're saying, just to clear this finally up, whether he's read it or not, or what he's seen or not, you have seen it, and it's all untrue.
I've seen the 35 pages.
The Russian intelligence doesn't have anything that might be possibly used as leverage against the president-elect.
Charlie,
you have seen it, and you're saying the stuff that is being talked about is not true, never happened.
The it I have seen is a 35-page report that was released by one media outlet whose editor immediately took to Twitter to sort of say, well, you know, it's unsubstantiated, unverified, but maybe we should put it out there anyway.
But
Same
again,
editor
is there
who
anybody
questioned
on the
fake
Trump
news.
team that has seen this and read it item by item?
Is this the 2
Yes.
pages, the addendum?
Yes.
Well, those who have received it as part of the intelligence briefing have read it. I was not one of those people. But the 35 pages should not, any way, shape, or form, be confused with the 2 pages that did come from the intelligence community, to Nora's point.
That's what we're talking
35
about.
pages came from the internet, where we see a lot of junk on day by day.
Thank you, Kellyanne.
Thank you.